Hey there, jewelry lovers. Welcome in. It's another fabulous jewelry haul, and I'll tell you, today's collection is simply stunning. If you're new here, welcome in. I'm Kimberly. This is Studio Kimberly, where I curate vintage, fine art, collectibles, and lots of jewelry. Today I'm going to be sharing, I think, 11 spectacular pieces of jewelry today. They'll all be available in my online shop at studiokimberly.com, and that's listed in the description box down below. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave, and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming thrift adventures and jewelry hauls. And with that, let's hop into the jewelry. The first piece I have for you today is simply stunning. This is a vintage 925 Polish amber pendant leaf detail pendant. Isn't that gorgeous? The quality of this amber is just stunning. Let me give you a close-up of that piece of amber. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? This is actually what is called new old stock. This is a vintage piece, but it's never been sold and really never been worn. It is new old stock. And this kind of amber is pretty hard to come by these days. This is on a 24-inch chain with a 1.5-inch drop on that pendant. Isn't that just so very beautiful? Here it is on. This piece is absolutely stunning, and it has to do not only with the detail work on that silver pendant, the 925 sterling silver pendant, but the quality of that amber piece. It's really quite a gorgeous pendant. Again, here's a detail of that piece of amber. It is just glorious. And that pendant, again, is a 1.5-inch drop, and this is on a sterling 24-inch chain. Beautiful, stunning piece. This next piece is absolutely glorious, and I don't think I've seen anything like it in my jewelry travels. Look at this. That is a sterling silver necklace with a labradorite drop, 2.5-inch drop, and then the necklace itself is comprised of smoky quartz beads along with labradorite beads. Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? Did you notice the moonstone detail at the top of that pendant? And then let me show you the detail on the clasp. It is so gorgeous. Can you see that moonstone in the clasp? Isn't that beautiful? This is a 20-inch necklace with a 2.5-inch drop on that pendant. And look at the detail on that chain. It is just beautiful. Such a glorious piece. Here it is on. Isn't that beautiful? I think labradorite is one of my very favorite stones. Just the way that it catches light and the color of it, it's just beautiful. This is a 20-inch labradorite pendant with smoky quartz and labradorite beaded chain on it with the moonstone detail. Isn't that beautiful? Next up, we have a carnelian and mother of pearl beaded necklace. This is 925 sterling, 22 inches of gloriousness. And this is actually a Donna Dressler design, still with tags. Isn't that just so pretty? Those carnelian beads are so pretty. So here's a close-up of the beads. Again, carnelian, mother of pearl, all beaded, 925 sterling. Here it is on. Isn't that just the perfect length? This is such a beautiful necklace. It is elegant, and those carnelian beads, the long beads, are just so pretty. 20 inches, carnelian mother of pearl with sterling. This one is so fun. This is a vintage sterling silver and amethyst beaded necklace. Isn't that just so sweet? I love this piece and I love the links on this necklace. This is 20 inches of vintage 925 sterling and amethyst beads. Isn't that pretty? I think this is really unique. Here it is on. Isn't that just such a great creative piece? Love this one. This piece is very sweet and very, very delicate. This is natural opal and diamond sterling necklace. Isn't that sweet? Very, very delicate, pretty design. This is 18 inches on a sterling chain. Again, natural opal with diamond accents. Really pretty piece. Here's the length on. So 18 inches, opal main stone with diamond accents, set in sterling. All right, you guys, this next piece just knocked me out when I saw it. This is a vintage 925 sterling ring with that huge amber stone. Look at that stone. Isn't that just gorgeous? I want to make sure that you see the details on that stone. It's just stunning. It's a huge piece of amber. This ring is actually, again, new old stock. So it's vintage, but it's never been owned and never really been worn. Here's a close-up. Isn't that just beautiful? This ring is 6.5 is the size. Look at that piece of amber. Look at the height on it. Whoever gets this, you are getting an absolutely beautiful collector's piece of jewelry. So this is Polish amber. That's 925 sterling with rope detail. Beautiful artisan piece of jewelry. I absolutely love this one. This is a stunning, stunning ring. This piece is such a beautiful example of vintage sterling. This is 925 solid silver. This is not hollow cut. This is solid silver. Rope and ball detail cuff bracelet. You can see the cuff right here. And it is 6.5 inches, but you could adjust it if you need to. It actually works fine for me. So here it is on. Isn't that beautiful? This is old craftsmanship, beautiful sterling, solid silver cuff bracelet. I just love this. I want you to see a close-up of that design. Isn't that pretty? So vintage sterling rope and ball detail cuff bracelet. As it is now, 6.5 inches, but it is adjustable because of the cuff. Gorgeous piece. I have another beautiful ring for you, and this one is so delicate and so pretty. This is a natural emerald and natural diamond 925 sterling ring, and that emerald is a little over 1.5 carats. Isn't that pretty? This is new in the box. A gorgeous piece. Here is the ring on. This ring is a size 7. See it on the hand right here. Natural emerald and diamond set in sterling. Isn't that pretty? Very, very delicate, beautiful craftsmanship. Emerald and diamond ring, size 7. I just love it when I can find gorgeous vintage costume jewelry. Look at this necklace. How fun is this? This is a vintage AB Aurora Borealis glass crystal and faux pearl necklace. This is a Laguna necklace and it is 3 strands. Is that just so beautiful? I love these. They're so very fun. And the glimmer on those glass Aurora Borealis beads is so pretty. Such a fun piece. Here's a close-up of the craftsmanship on this necklace. It has a shepherd's clasp in the back, AB glass crystal beads and faux pearls. Isn't that just so fun? Walking in wearing this, everyone's going to point out your necklace. They're going to love it. Again, this is Laguna brand, 24 inches, AB glass beads and faux pearls, set in a gold tone. This is another very, very delicate, beautiful piece. This is blue and white sapphire, lab created, set in sterling silver pendant necklace. Isn't that pretty? The color of that blue stone is just stunning. So sapphire, blue and white sapphire, set in sterling silver. And here is a close-up of that pendant. This is an 18-inch chain and that pendant is a 1-inch drop. Here's the length of the necklace. Isn't that pretty? This is a really delicate, beautiful piece. This is one of my favorites of the day. Look at this beautiful agate stone necklace. Isn't that so very pretty? This is set with gold tone accents and those beads are just beautiful. The translucence of the agate is so pretty. This is 30 inches. Isn't that beautiful? This piece does not come with a clasp, but you definitely could double it up with a pin to wear it up higher. I love this piece. These beads are so beautiful. So here's a close-up of the stones. Really, really pretty color. And here it is on. I love this piece so much. These beads feel so good. And that agate is just beautiful. This is again 30 inches agate stone bead necklace. Well, that's what I have for you today. This was such a fun collection to put together. I love every one of these pieces. They're just beautiful, especially the amber and the agate and the costume necklace with the AB crystals. All of it was just so very good. I had a great time sharing these with you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Again, all the pieces that I shared today will be available in my online shop at studiokimberly.com, and that'll be listed in the description box down below. Thank you so much for joining me. Make it a great week, and I'll be back next Wednesday with another fun jewelry haul. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.